Hey everybody, it's Mike Lesser here, Artistic Director of the Playground Experiment, and I have a really exciting announcement here. I'm here to announce our next required reading, which will be happening on February 6th from 3 to 7 p.m. And what is required reading, you might ask? Required reading is our series where we invite 4 plays and 4 playwrights who have been in our development process and have been bringing stuff to volumes to present a draft of their work. And you guys at home can read those drafts, use a questionnaire that we have created to answer questions about it, and then meet with those writers to talk about their work, give them a chance to work on their work, and then 30 days later, they will write a second draft of their play. So we are super excited to announce the first quarter of 2021. Some good news. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there as well. So I will introduce them alphabetically, not because I don't love them any other way, but I love people alphabetically. And we'll bring them in. So the first playwright that we are going to announce, and we'll do a drum roll. Drum roll does not look good on film. Drum roll for our first playwright is Daniela Tom with Abuelita and Me. Give it up. Hello, Daniela.
Hello,
Good to have you. But I don't want to leave you alone on screen with me. So I'm going to invite our next writer, which is Yet the Sea is Not Full by Eric Mead. Give it up for Eric Mead. And not to be left out, let's bring in Blood is Thicker Than ... by Jasmine Spees. Yay, Jasmine! And last but not least, we have the last play, Counting by 10 by Noemi de la Puente. Yay! I am so excited to have all of you guys on the screen with me, and I'm so excited for these wonderful plays. For those of you that have been around volumes, at least in the last, I would say, the end of the year that shall not be named, all of these wonderful pieces have been brought to a lot of our virtual volumes. So if you want to check out our virtual volumes to get a sense of what these plays are, you can. But what better way of learning about what these plays are than like talking to our writers, right? So Daniela, how you doing? I'm going to talk to you first. You doing okay?
I'm good.
So tell us a little bit about,
Thank you.
tell us a little bit about how, just a little bit about your inspiration for starting Abuelita and Me.
Sure. So my play takes place during the pandemic in New York. So that was the inspiration, but I had also written about my grandmother. So abuelita is the word for grandmother in Spanish. Before in a solo piece I did, I always just was like wanting to work on that more because it was just a scene. So in this play, at home a lot, her partner's working, and it ends up that her abuelita is in New York and ends up having to stay with her during the pandemic. So they're sort of dealing with whatever comes up between them, and also, you know, this is in the time of Trump and fascism, and reflecting on how her abuelita lived through the time of fascism in Chile.
Oh, wow.
And the
How exciting.
a little bit.
Well, don't give too much away because you're going to read them at home, right, guys? You're going to sign up for required reading and then you'll get to read the play. Well, I'm super excited. It's so wonderful. It's very heartfelt. I love this piece. So I'm excited for and Eric, tell us a little bit about the piece that you're working on. Yet the Sea is Not Full.
Yet the Sea is Not Full is the piece that I'm working on. It's what are some things that I can talk about?
Don't give it away.
New Hampshire. It's about a mother and son. There's some themes about being a first-generation immigrant. There's some themes about religion. There's some themes about trauma. I try to keep it the perfect mixture of funny and terrifying that I love so much. And that's you know, I think that's a good teaser for it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And Jazzy, tell us your piece. You've been working on this for a while.
I have. Actually, I was baby playwright back in the grand old age of 2019. And I was taking my very first playwriting class, a 10-minute play class at ESPA. And this was also during the time of the El Paso and the Dayton shootings, and it really hit me hard, and I couldn't think of anything else to write about. So I sat down and I wrote, and I wrote what I thought was a 10-minute play, and it turns out it's a full-length play. So basically what my play is going to explore is it's set in Florida in 2019, and it's about what's important until something more important happens, and also how society treats certain events.
I love it.
I'll leave it there.
Leave it there. You have to read it to see what it's about. Noemi de la Fuente, tell us a little bit about your piece. Now, your piece had a wonderful, the first monologue was at a monologue festival as well, as doing it with us at the PGE, right?
Yes. So my piece came about as initially I conceived of counting by tens as a approximately 8 to 10 minute monologue done by a math teacher. And the prompt, it was for another theater company that I've been a part of for 10 years. And because it was the 10-year anniversary, the theme was 10. So I thought of counting by tens. And wouldn't it be interesting to be a non-binary math teacher having to teach people about different ways of counting, which are called bases? And you start with 10, and then you maybe explore 8, and you draw parallels between octopuses and how that would be so natural for them. And then you get to binary, your least favorite base, and you begin to contemplate how did it come about? It's simply for machines. It's simply on off for computers, and how that word binary has in a sense dominated our language about gender.
Yeah.
And I thought, who more than a non-binary math teacher would have a lot at stake and be able to see the connection between how little we as a culture know about math and science and diversity in nature and our own levels of intolerance.
Wow.
That, and throwing in a little mother child thing, and
Of course.
a budding non-binary individual in the math class. And then I have,
Don't give away too much.
yeah, I won't think
Don't give
okay,
away too much.
so
Have
to
to read
speak.
it. I'm super excited to have all of you. Congratulations. We are super lucky to have all of you join us on this journey. Now, you guys out there can participate in this journey with these 4 writers. They are having their drafts completed in the next couple of days, right, guys?
Absolutely.
And then you guys can sign up right now on our website. Again, you'll have about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, depending on when you sign up, to read all 4 of these plays. We have the PGE questionnaire, which is a questionnaire that you would have to fill out at home. And then we will gather together as a community on February 6th between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. And you guys will get to answer the questions and talk to these wonderful playwrights to give them feedback so they can then go back to the page and start to do some rewrites to get it to the next draft.
Yes.
So we are, yes, this is how they all type with their typewriters way up here. We are super excited again. Thank you. And again, as someone who's been through this process, I so thank you guys for allowing us to be a part of your artistic journey with your pieces, and allowing us to kind of, manhandle, to be a part of it with you.
And we thank you for giving us this nest in which to write.
Yeah.
And we're super excited, and we hope that you guys join them and us in required reading. And if you didn't know, this is required reading number 14, meaning we've done this before. So please come back again.
So does that mean you've done over 300 plays?
Well, we've done this. You guys will be in the 40-ish range, 40 something. I would have to do that. I would have to do math. And since I'm not a math teacher, that's problematic. But I'll get you the number the next time we meet. That was very politician-y of me. On that note, everybody say bye to you guys, and please, while you're here, this is an interesting video. So why don't you click down below and subscribe to our channel while you're here, like the video, and just tell friends about it. Have a good one, and hope to see you guys at our next event. Bye, everybody.
Yay, PGE. Woohoo.